Hi, my name is John Lockhorst, and I'm a leadership coach, corporate trainer, keynote speaker, and the author of a book called Mission Critical Leadership: How Smart Managers Lead Well in All Directions. You start with sheer demographics and low birth rates, which turn into a lower workforce or a smaller workforce to begin with. Then you add to that some of the perceptions of the accounting profession, and whether it's the long hours, it's lower pay in comparison to some of the other industries, and the reality is the pipeline challenges aren't going to go away anytime soon. I think the reality is that they will continue, and it's really up to leaders within the industry to make that effort to rebrand the profession, make it more appealing to the younger generation, but then also not to neglect to focus on the people that are already in the pipeline working in the industry. It can be real easy for leaders in the industry to get stuck and to feel like they are unable to overcome some of these significant challenges around attracting and retaining top talent. The reality is that's where the best leaders shine. People who step forward and they come up with novel solutions to these challenges and put them to work in their firms and in their organizations. And as far as where they can take that first step, I think it really begins with creating a compelling employee experience within their firm or within their organization. It means providing every worker with a good boss who not only helps them through all the work that they do from day to day, but is fully invested in their career development. It's providing noticeable and defined opportunities for advancement within the firm. It's providing a reasonable workload and hours that allow people to have a life outside of work. It even comes down to providing meaningful work itself, helping every person in the organization know that the work that they're doing is making a difference, that they're making a unique and powerful contribution through their efforts. I think that starts with going back to that notion of the employee experience and putting some definition to that, putting it into some type of statement or credo, if you will, that defines the employee experience and shows that unique employee value proposition that will differentiate the organization from their competitors, which isn't necessarily just competitors within the accounting world, but can be from other places. So a strategy around that, getting intentional within that strategy about leader retention. How do you keep your best leaders? Because the reality is if you keep your best leaders, likely you're going to keep your other top talent on board, and you're going to make it easier to attract new people into your team or your organization. In a lot of ways, you can do that at a macro level, but it comes down to that one-to-one at the grassroots, having those conversations one-on-one with team members throughout the organization, where you're making that step toward engagement and getting each of those team members involved in the process, even as you're trying to do something more wide-scale for your firm.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and click the notification bell to be the first to view GSCPA videos. Follow us on other social media for even more society news.